So, you want to know if Vlad is actually good and if you should use him. This is the video for you, especially if you're early or mid game, but I'll also have some end game advice for you as well. Stick around for the whole thing. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and good morning, hello, how are ya? I feel like I've been away for so long. I have barely missed an upload, but I have pre-recorded quite a few videos because my schedule this week is crazy. So I'm excited to get back in it, record a couple new videos, and showcase my dude Vlad the Nightborn right here. It is going to be a great day. 11/11, my favorite day of the year. In case you don't know, I'm a little obsessed with the number 11. Shout out to all the veterans out there. I know there's a lot of veterans who play this game. A lot of personal friends of mine. Some people still currently active. Some people out of the service. Appreciate everything that you've done for our country. In the U.S., and thank you to those of you serving around the world in other countries as well. I mean, we need you guys to keep us safe and to keep our freedoms intact. So big shout out, big thanks to everybody who served or has served on this wonderful 11/11, which is also my wedding anniversary. So all kinds of awesome things on 11/11. But today we're showcasing Vlad the Nightborn, and I worked so hard, guys, to fully max him out as quickly as possible. This is a low spend account. I used all my resources. I used all my legendary books. I used all my brews. I used all my chickens. Well, I had to make some chickens, and then I used them. I had to farm some potions, and then I used them. It has been a process, but I feel like I was able to get this to you still fairly quickly, even with the low resources that I had. And let me just spoil a little bit here. I've been way more impressed than I was planning to be. Like, I was, preparing for the video, and I was using him just in like a couple random teams, which I will show you in a minute. And not only did he speed up my times, but he was pretty impressive along the way as well. So let's go over his kit real quick, but I'm sure you know. In my opinion, his best move is his A2. Number one, it places a leech, which is going to give your whole team the healing. But my favorite part about that is the turn meter decrease, which I feel is underrated, okay? This is like a Rosin Scarhide ability here in terms of damage and in terms of the turn meter decrease. So I'm actually going to hop over to ayumilove.net. And I was just, I had a thought just now, like, what is Rosin's multiplier? Rosin's multiplier is 4 times. And Vlad's multiplier, I believe, I guess I could actually double check. It would just take a quick second. Vlad's multiplier is 4.7. So it's a comparable skill to a champion that we know and love that actually does more damage. Okay, yes, it's not 100% turn meter depletion, but if you're fighting specific factions, Bannerlord, Sacred Order, High Elves, is that it? Okay, why is it only 3? That's strange that it's only 3. Bannerlord, Sacred Order. Okay, why is that strange? Okay, because look. Like, why not barbarians? Why is it not all the Talarians? How have we not discussed this yet? Okay, anyway, so you're going to steal the turn meter from some of these factions, okay? And there are champions that get used regularly from these factions. Like Arbiter comes to mind here. Like, if you're going to use him in Arena, you're going to fight against Arbiter all the flippin' time, okay? So, all day, every day, right? Arbiter is life. Like, one of the best champions in the game. Also, one of my favorite champions in the game. So, you're going to be stealing turn meter in addition to decreasing the turn meter. I really like this ability, okay? His A3 does more damage than that, and you're going to put decreased defense and block active skills. So if instead you really want to lock down one champion, you could do that instead, okay? And that might be correct in some situations. I love the perfect veil on him. I love that they're including that a lot more. It's really great on Ninja and Candrafon as other examples that get that perfect veil. Now, obviously, you have to fully book him to get this often, but so far, I've actually been really pleased with the books. His A1 has decreased target's max HP by 30% of the damage inflicted and heals himself by 30%. Which actually I think is going to be useful in some cases as well. The revive on death when he kills an enemy is definitely going to come up. It is 100% going to come up. We can ignore this. There's going to be like 4 people in the game that have Constantine and Vlad, okay? And then his crit rate in arena battles, I feel like that's just completely bogus. Completely bogus. I hate everything about that. There's absolutely no reason that he should have this aura, and I don't understand it. Like, make it be HP, defense. I'm fine with it being, I don't know. It should be all battles. Whatever the aura is, it should be all battles. This is a Void Legendary, and I get the fact that people are underwhelmed by him, okay? But, here's the thing, okay? I'm not talking about how you feel when you pull Vlad from a shard. If you pull Vlad from a shard, unless you skip the fusion, yeah, it's going to feel bad. It's going to feel like pulling Vizix. It's going to feel like pulling Whirlum. Like, pulling Vlad from a shard, no good. No, absolutely no good. Although, I wonder if they'd be good together. Not really. Not really. I couldn't see a world. I mean, for Faction Wars, if you had to, you would build 2. But we'll get to that in a minute. So yes, unless you skip the fusion, pulling him from a shard is going to feel really bad, okay? But we have the dupe system coming out. So, in terms of the other Void Legendaries, like, if we just look at the Void Legendaries out of this faction alone, is he one of the weakest? Yes. Yes, he is. In terms of a Void Legendary, is he one of the weakest? But actually, if you compare him to a lot of the regular Legendaries, I would say that he's a solid B+. Like, would I, in this faction, I would rate him above Harvest Jack, I would rate him above Suzerain, I would rate him above Crypt King, I would rate him above Scartorsus. And it's pretty close whether I would pick him, Nethril, or Bloodgorged. I would say he's comparable to a Nethril or a Bloodgorged in terms of this specific faction, just to give you a frame of reference. And he actually might be better overall than Annie, because Annie's only purpose in life is Arena, and I'm going to show you that his purpose is definitely more than Arena. Like I said, I've been very pleased with him so far. And I've only gotten to mess around with him for like an hour, okay? So, I'm just going to go to the first place that I started using him in, and that was the Spirit Keep here. My current mission for the Arbiter missions is the Spirit Keep, and we have a heal. The main ability of the Spirit Guardian is the heal, okay? By 50% of their max HP. But we know that Vlad decreases the max HP. So actually, if the boss gets a turn to heal, then he's not going to heal as much, which is pretty cool. Under Teams of the Week, just out of curiosity, I love this, but I feel like it needs to be improved. Also, come on, let's get my team in here. Let's get my team in here. Okay, so every single one of these champions is very accessible with the exception of Leorius. On your account, you're going to use whoever is your AoE damage dealer. He is mine, okay? You could probably put Scylla the Drakes in here. Okay, sorry about my alarm there. Normally, I would be going to work right about now, but I'm off for the day because it's Veterans Day. So, like, my Syl is not geared as a damage dealer, but Syl could be replaced here, I think, instead of Leorius. My point is, don't take the fact that I'm using Leo as like, oh my goodness, I can't ever make this team. Okay, this is an epic. This is an epic. Everybody should have Ninja unless you just started playing. And then we have Vlad. Okay, then we have Vlad. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the run and see what he does. All right, so my team is set up so that Ugo goes first for the decreased defense. Leo goes second. And you can see there, Vlad did as much damage as Leo. Let me say that again. Vlad did as much damage as Leo. Okay, now, Leo's main damaging ability is when he is lower HP. So, in places like this, we're not even utilizing him to his full potential. But you see Ninja freezing the second wave coming in clutch, and Vlad actually cycles through his abilities pretty quickly. And I'm going to show you the masteries I've chosen on him. We've gone for flavor on his masteries for sure. But one of the key things about Vlad that has really impressed me is just that decreased turn meter prevents those waves from ever getting a turn. So like those Crimson Helms and like stupid people who put all those block damage up and make your run super long, doesn't happen because he just decreases their turn meter. And you can see he's getting the revive on death. But like, okay, they're 20k on his A1, and now the boss is probably not going to get another turn here because Vlad's going to cycle back around, decrease the turn meter again. Ninja's going to start doing his damage, and we have a minute 28 there, okay? My best time was a minute 27, and that was like 5 minutes before I started recording with the same team, okay? Then I came over here, and I was like, well, what if I just use the same team over here, you know? And, you know, these are new teams to me. I just tried him out in here just to see, and he actually sped up both of these dungeon times. And you can see the decreased turn meter there, clutch in just preventing all of the enemies from getting a turn, and that way you don't have to waste time waiting for them to attack you. It's not like you're gonna fail, but it just lowers your time, your run time. And that was super impressive to me. Like, I didn't think that the decreased turn meter 50% would have that big of an impact on dungeons for sure. Obviously in arena it does because those are much quicker fights. The only downside of Ninja freezing here is that it lowers your damage on the enemies, but you can see there, and then lowering it again. He just, like, his cooldowns on his abilities are actually reasonable, and we'll look at that here again after the fight, just so that we're refreshed on how long those cooldowns are. Ugo, super great here with those block debuffs. Vlad did die there. That's the first time I've actually seen him die on this run. But that is definitely a possibility because he's an attack-based champion. Now, I do have him in an HP chest, but I think that there's definitely more possibilities there. once I get some better gear. Before we showcase him in other areas, let's just see where we're at with him, okay? Obviously, there's no cooldown on the A1. It's a 3-turn cooldown on the A2, but because you're decreasing the turn meter and stealing the turn meter, you absolutely are going to cycle through those abilities a lot quicker. And then a 3-turn cooldown here as well, okay? So, I really like that, okay? Let's take a look at the Masteries. Let's see if OBS is still glitching when I hop to the middle. Yes, unfortunately. Okay, maybe that's just my setup, but you can see the Masteries I've chosen here are not typical, okay? Number 1 that might stand out to you is Exalt in Death, okay? The first time an enemy is killed in each round, he heals by 10%. We're trying to keep him alive here, okay? We have the typical accuracy masteries plus book, and then I chose Master Hexer here. I don't know if that was like the best, but he does have decreased defense and block active skills, which can both be extended. I feel like that could win you some arena fights if you extend block active skills in like a longer fight. On the offensive tree, I chose War Master. I am going to use him in arena, but I'm also, as you see, I'm going to use him in dungeons, and we're about to do faction wars as well. So I want War Master on him. I think you could justify Helm Smasher if you go all in on damage, or if you just want a more overall damage, you could go Flawless Execution. I actually think War Master is the best choice here if you're going to be using him similar to how I am. I love Life Drinker. That's like the vampire mastery. I feel like that's a flavor, a thing, but it is also good on him. I took Cycle of Violence so that we can have more chances to decrease the cooldown on his skills. Again, to cycle through them faster. But I also took it so that we could get to Blood Shield here, which again is going to give him protection. Okay. Feel like there was another mastery. Oh, Whirlwind of Death. Again, here we're going to cycle through our abilities faster because he's going to get a speed boost for each enemy killed. Okay, so interesting choices on the masteries here. Number 1 for flavor, but also for power as well. You can see as you can see, I do have him fully booked, and that was part of the thing here, so that we max him out. The only thing not maxed is his gear, and I'm going to flip myself over back to the other side. I wish I knew why OBS was doing that. So if you know why OBS is black screening me like that when I flip between scenes, please let me know in the comments. So he's going to do more damage. Okay, let me just say that right now. I do only have his crit damage amulet at 26%. Okay, I have crit rate gloves on him on purpose because, as you can see, I also have him high accuracy. Like, guys, if you're telling me that you can't get accuracy on your champions, please just look at this build, okay? We have a level 12 banner. We have a single hit on our amulet. We have 1 accuracy set with accuracy on both of them. We have accuracy on the weapon, we have accuracy on the boots and the shield, and we have an accuracy chest on. Oh, I forgot we went with an accuracy chest. So maybe we don't actually need the accuracy banner. Once we max out the accuracy chest. Okay, but like, you see what I'm saying though? Like, we have 350 accuracy, none of our gear's maxed out, and we didn't even try that hard. Like, you can do this too. You can copy these builds and have this level of accuracy. Like, these are just crappy rare gear. Like, I know that you have gear like this. I know that you do. And okay, the gloves are decent, but not great. Like, the only thing that we really care about is the accuracy, but the defense and HP, admittedly, is nice. Maybe what I'm going to do is put a couple glyphs on here to try to help with our accuracy and defense and everything. I'm already trying to save 5-star glyphs for the glyph missions. I have used some of them, but just keep that in mind. 5- and 6-star glyphs, like if you are in your Arbiter missions, just start saving them. Just save them now and use them all up once you get past Arbiter to those glyph missions. You will thank me for that. Okay, so where else? Man, I saw this, and it's a good deal, and I want to buy it, but this is the low spend account. But anyway, yeah, if you're a spender, like, it's a pretty good deal for what you're getting there. The next place that I want to show him off in is Faction Wars, and unfortunately, I used my keys. I didn't think I was going to be able to get him today while this was open, but let's go ahead and try him out here. This is my current team right now, and it's a very interesting one. I actually, for those of you who don't know Stitched Beast, he has a 100% turn meter decrease, and I'm very excited to be trying him out. I don't know if Dark Elhane has gear on. I'm gonna just... She does not. Okay, so here's a real quick guide to gearing Faction War champions that you don't have geared yet. You can put crappy accessories on that you don't care about. Typically, if you want to keep people alive, you want to go HP %. So we'll throw those boots on. We don't have anything else leveled up there, so maybe we have something in defense %. Perfect. We have these just sitting around. They're doing nothing. Now we have her in 2 pieces of days. So we're going to try and match that and see if we can just finish out the days set. If I can actually find it right here. Because I know, oh, look at this one. Perfect. She doesn't really need accuracy, though. So would I rather just have this one? I think so. And then I have this one or this one. I feel like we'll just take this one to make her more survivable. And then maybe we can put an attack chest on her, since I know that I have this one here. And then she can do some more damage. Otherwise, we're going to be spending more. I guess we could do that one. She doesn't really need accuracy. See, do I have a shield? If I have a shield... Yeah, see, she doesn't really need accuracy. I mean, let's just put this shield. Crit rate, resistance, accuracy. See, a lot of weapons with, or a lot of shields with accuracy. What are you? Resistance. You could put that on there for the crit rate. But basically, my point being is that you want to just use gear that is sitting around. Speed, accuracy, crit rate. What are you? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. Here, this one is perfectly fine. I like this one because it's going to add some HP. So let's do that. And then what chest are we going to put on her? We need to just put something that has levels in it, not an accuracy one. Here, we'll do this. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. The whole point is that you want to just use gear that is sitting around on your account that has not been used for anyone else, okay? Because as you can see, I have no silver, okay? It has been a real issue. I think I'm just going to use some of my gems and just like run Spider so that I can get some silver on my account. Because early game, you just need it so much. Alright, now I think that we're just going to fly through some of these levels. Like, watch Vlad's damage here on the mid-tier Faction Wars. Basically everyone's dead. Okay? And, like, I don't know why Beck is not going before Vlad. That's weird to me. Maybe I'm misremembering Bad L's speed, but yeah. He definitely, I should have this speed tune so that Bad L goes first. But the attack up, very helpful here. And then Vlad's again going to cycle back through his abilities pretty quickly. Just kills him. Just kills him straight out. And I'm going to save Bad L's ability. I'm going to use that turn meter depletion. Okay, very nice. I'm going to use my AoE. Okay, look, we got a sleep. I mean, the daze set, very underrated. I'm going to try to save my AoE for the next round. And, oh, she died. So she's definitely not as defensive as I'd like. Now, I only have so many keys, so I'm going to come back in here. And how much time are we at? Oh, this is getting to be a long video, but that's okay. That's okay. I am going to end up coming down here to that shield, the deflection one, and I'm going to put this on here for some more defense. And then I'm going to do an HP chest on her. Who can I steal one from? I guess I could steal it from Arbiter. I'd prefer this one. Okay, perfect. It has accuracy on it again, but that's going to add a lot more HP. I guess I could also steal boots, but I feel like that should do it. But like when you're making progress in Faction Wars, like prioritize your keys and think about where and how you're using them. You know what else I can do? Probably, since it's a champion training event, we can probably just put some ascensions. I wonder how many we're gonna need here. I think we just need one, because then the third one is going to be the top. No, it's not. Well, okay, I'm going to need to farm some more potions. So there we go. But that will help as well. Okay, that will help as well. All right, so let's give this one more go here. And obviously, Vlad killing it, literally. But with Dark Elhaine, we just want to keep her alive. And when you are fighting through your first time on these Faction War levels, I really encourage you to manual. Just manual it, because you're going to get definitely much better results by doing it manually than you are by auto. And then you can auto, and it doesn't matter who lives or who dies. But when, obviously, on your first time through, you need to clear it with people who are living. People who are living is who we need to clear it with. So keep that in mind. All right, let's go here and kill him if I remember correctly. Yes. Let's do this so that we try to keep people alive. Let's steal his turn meter again. Let's do her thing now. Okay, we put the decreased speed on. Let's kill her. Perfect. And all of a sudden, we're getting to a place where this is resembling a team that could clear the faction. Now, obviously, we're not there yet. We have Dark Elhaine at 40. Yeah, it doesn't really matter on these champions here. But Vlad, are you going to kill him? Yes, you are. Okay, let's get some AoE damage here. I don't think it matters on Stitched Beast. We're just looking to cycle back around to his abilities. And are they going to get a turn here? No, because we have the turn meter decrease. So that if they do get a turn, they're going to get the poisons, and we can increase our turn meter. Perfect. And you can see the power of Vlad in this team. Like, I honestly think he's going to hard carry the whole faction. I think he's going to hard carry the whole faction. I really do. And then I guess I still want to showcase him in Arena. Let's go ahead and hit auto and see what happens and how well it goes on auto for us. I mean, again, Vlad is just going to kill it. Like, he's our main damage dealer, so maybe we don't even need Dark Elhane in this team. We could run somebody else. And I think that we could even maybe run a whole team dedicated to controlling the turn meter. So I'm going to work on that as an option for this faction as well. Because Vlad, with his turn meter control, is really helpful with that. You can see here him just like completely controlling the waves on these levels so that they don't get a turn. Now, please kill that Skull Crusher before he gets a turn. Ah, didn't get it. We were one action too short. I'm going to take over on manual here so that the only thing that we need to do is just A1 through here so that we don't waste our cooldowns and like deplete his turn meter because that's miserable. But we know he's going to attack... Oh, his passive removed the provoke. I was like, we know he's going to attack Seeker here, but his passive removed the provoke instead of the leech. Okay, and now we're back around to killing War Mother and Vlad and his awesomeness. And you can see, like, he's doing really good damage. I mean, granted, this is mid-tier faction wars, but, like, I don't know. I don't have anybody else in this faction that was doing that kind of damage. Not even close. Like, he did all the damage. Admittedly, he's... I mean, but he's one of the 360s. I don't know, guys. You tell me. That's only stage 13, okay? And, like, when you get up into here, then obviously you need, like, you know, a better, more robust team. But we got a Void Shard there. I'm very pleased with that. So, let's take a look at him in Arena to finish out the video. I know that this is kind of long, but I really just wanted to be thorough. What was the teams I was going to go against here? This one? Yeah. No. I think it was the first one. Okay. And then for my team setup, I need to do this first and then this. You'll be getting an update video from me probably tomorrow, where I'm going to go over everything that has been done on the account because, man, I've done a lot lately, but Genbo is one of them. I pulled a random Void Shard and just, you know, got lucky with an epic there. And some other things on the account that may have been spoiled in the champion roster, but yeah, you'll get a sneak peek if you're ready for that. So the first team is a go second team that can technically go first. This second team should have gone first, but it appears that we did not. And that's okay. The second team may be my worst team now. Maybe if we ever get a turn here, Ninja can do some damage. And now I feel like we're gonna die. There we go. Herndig, too much. Herndig, too much. Okay, so here's the team, right? We did not go first. Okay, I was very confident we were going to go first, but you see, Vlad lived, took some turns, killed half the team, and is still alive. Still alive. What is going on with that ethos? I would have swore that ethos would have killed us. Okay, but Vlad doing some really good damage there, okay? If we're coming over here in terms of the normal arena, maybe I would use him in a team like this. Where's the Vlad team? Like right here, okay? Now Vlad probably not fast enough, but the idea would be put your fastest champion in your fastest speed gear, and then have Vlad go second in order to decrease the turn meters. But my gear is not great, so we're probably not going to go first here, but I'm going to try. Okay, yeah, no, definitely not. Let's see if Vlad can tank it anyway. Okay, he's frozen. And provoked. Alright, so my gear, not good enough for the normal arena, but the idea is definitely doable. The idea is good, and I will be using him later on my account, okay? So you can see the majority of the stuff that I showed you was mid-game content with my mid-game build, okay? However, once you can upgrade him to like a more end game style build, to where you would have him at, you know, like 250 speed, for example, with the same level of accuracy, then you're going to be able to slot him into your Arbiter team instead of a speed booster, instead of an AoE provoker. Okay, I don't have that ability to do that on my account, but, you know, with your Haikatun or your Arbiter as your speed lead, then Vlad going second, then your decreased defense like Ugo or someone, and then your nuker or your secondary damage dealer. Vlad is going to do some good damage for you, especially if you put him in crit rate gloves, which I think is the best bet. Crit rate gloves for him with accuracy and speed substats. That way he can still do some damage for you. And keep in mind, guys, this damage is with 100-100, right? Like, this is not good damage stats. He can do much more than this. This is like the minimum damage he's going to do for you. Alright, so we have definitely thoroughly covered this. This is the longest video I've made in quite some time, but I hope you appreciate this thorough look at Vlad here. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel from this video, consider subscribing for more great content, and other videos will be popping on the screen here in a moment. If you're interested, check those out too. I'm MtgJedi. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around till the end, and let me know in the comments, what do you think about Vlad? Give me your honest opinion. Will you build him based on this? Do you think he's going to go in the vault? I would love to see him buffed so that his A3 is an AoE. That would make him a very solid Void Legendary in my opinion, if this was an AoE instead of just attacks one enemy 2 times. Just have it be attacks all enemies 2 times, and then this is now a legitimate Void Legendary that people would be happy to pull from a Void Shard. As it is with a single target, that's where the letdown is. The rest of his kit is great. His multipliers are fine. I really like this guy. I think he could look a little bit more menacing instead of like a normal dude, but like, you know, it's kind of cool to fantasize about being a normal dude turned into a vampire, at least, you know, from my perspective. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you guys in the next one.